one thing that we love on Studio 10 is, of course, our community. No matter how near, how far, we love getting a chance to see the people who come together to help each other out.
And there are so many ways that we see that. One particular, though, is actually through giving. And Rochelle was in a giving mood, and she is hoping she can spread that spirit to everyone near and close by, which is why she is over at St. John's in Bigby for this afternoon's Buy One, Give One. How's it going over there, Rochelle?
It is going great, ladies, and you're absolutely right. We love our coffee, but more importantly, we love our community. And somebody who loves every person who walks in and out of these doors is Maggie. How are you? Happy Wednesday.
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well, and thank you so much just for opening up your doors to Studio 10, for Channel 10, and for all the people that get a chance to come in here and not just get a cup of coffee, but really create a sense of community here. And you know that very well because you were born and raised right here in St. John's. So tell us a little bit about this town.
Yeah, I've been here for my whole life. I've lived here, and I have worked at this Bigby. It was my first job. I've been here for 4 years this May.
I love that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your first job, so I'm assuming you started out as a barista,
yeah.
And now you've made your way as a manager. So what was that experience like? Because I'm sure you had a lot of people mentoring you right here at this location.
Yeah. I mean, when I started, everybody was so friendly, and the longer I worked here, the more experience I got, obviously. So I worked my way up to a shift leader, and then I think 2 Julys ago, I became store manager. So yeah, it was super exciting.
I love that. So it's not only that you're just giving coffee, but they're giving you advice and giving you an opportunity to grow up here as well.
Yes.
And you know, we've been going to a lot of these Bigbys throughout the year, but something that was really stressed to me the first time I came to Bigby is that it's not about getting, it's about buying and giving one to somebody else. Can you tell me about what that really means to you?
Yeah, so this store loves to give back to the community. Not only do we do pop-up BOGOs, but we also give back to the businesses in town by doing business drops. We also work with the St. John's High School, and anybody that is part of the Renaissance Club, they get a discount when they come in.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And I feel like a lot of times, just over a cup of coffee, you may find out you and the person in front of you or the person behind you, you guys have the same order. And somebody who you may not normally talk to or strike up a conversation with, you find out you guys have a lot more in common. So do you have any stories of people that have walked through these doors and you've been able to create a relationship or a friendship with?
Yeah, I mean, when I started, I was 17, so a lot of the people I talked to were my age, of course.
Right.
But a lot of the regulars are older, and you don't realize how close you are to them. So one of my favorites, his name is Ken. He gets a mint mocha. I hope he's watching. And I found out he lives close to me, so we come in all the time. We get coffee together. Yeah, he's been my favorite since I started.
That is awesome. And I love, as you're saying that, I happened to glance over. There's a sign in here that says, "Coffee and friends make the perfect blend." So I love that. And I love how you talked about that relationship with Ken. And Ken, if you're watching, make sure you join us right here at the Bigby in St. John's, because it is about buying one and giving one and spreading that throughout the community this afternoon. Well, thank you so much, Maggie. I feel exhilarating already with that being said. But speaking of, coming up after the break, we're going to talk about another person who happens to come here pretty often and really feels that sense of community right here. So until then, I'll send it back to you girls. But remember, you guys can join us right here all hour long at the Bigby in St. John's.